February 26. Now Green Day because SLPP gets with 1 million man march. We are sure say you know one this.
We will bring 1 million people on the streets of Freetown.
We want all members, as long as you are SLPP, once you don't reach at the age for vote, we want to let you come out Saturday for sure the whole world say SLPP, they bounce back to power.
Those who have been breezing in and out of Sierra Leone, looking for greener pastures in other places, I, Samura Kamara, have stayed on for the longest period.
Change don't come. Change don't come. Then we get to tell us, we get to tell a lot of people say, tell them what did you say? Officially, my name is going to be changed in 3 weeks from Mohammed Kamarimba Mansoret to His Excellency President Mohammed Kamarimba Mansoret. I want to assure you, if you're the most fitted person currently here, the person that knows where to take Sierra Leone, the person who knows how to create opportunities for this country,
I stand as a symbol of injustice in Sierra Leone, as a patriot who has decided that the scope of work that was given to me once upon a time by the people of this great country, bend and uphold the constitution of this great nation. Having done that, to my best aptitude, I have decided that no matter what are the consequences, I am ready to fight for the liberation of the nation. We have to establish a sincere platform on which we place our people, the center of national development, making them the ultimate beneficiaries of the process. We have to accept the Almighty God as the foundation and driving force.
Let me first of all express a history of AYV's biasness. First, you had an aspirant program where you relatively interviewed only 4 aspirants. I came to your management and brought that to their attention that we had more than 4 aspirants.
Right, mi famuda unakaba unakusha mi famuda unakaba. Of course, mina Ibrahim Sheriff would come to una live from studio number 8 based in Houston, Texas. And of course, now always a delight way we able for bring programs them to una pertaining to waiting to happen inside Sierra Leone, the place where we all born. And of course, if this now your first time for joining, we want for take opportunity of this moment for officially welcome you to Sheriff's Broadcast Network. And of course, for assure you say you don't make the right choice for day who say with day now, right now, because now also would they talk on the issues, would they stand on issues, would they talk straight, and of course would they bring news, information and education exclusively. Of course, we all know say right now in Sierra Leone, we all the gear up for the March 7, 2018 presidential, parliamentary and local council elections. Now that's not a big deal. Now Sierra Leone, wherein Sierra Leoneans then go get the opportunity again for me then go choose the people that will get for lead the country for another 5 years. And so this is now a very critical time in the history of Sierra Leone. And so na make would continue for follow on waiting the happen at the country, especially with regards to the campaign where they go on now, and of course waiting at the different campaigns that where they go on, waiting at some of the things that where they go on. Of course, for let we begin, we just want for let we know say in the past week they began some small skirmishes in the country wherein political parties they begin to attack each other. You know, allegedly they say the APC attack C4C members in Akono, and of course SLPP or APC then say begin boost na Kamalo area, and so then kind of thing they don't begin to come up. And so these are some of the things we'll get for talk about tonight. But you know, we want for famble them let una know say inside we own straight talk program we don't tell on a long term for say, you know, between the APC and the SLPP, well I will leave the SLPP out first. The APC, when at the All People's Congress from 1961 where Sierra Leone get independence until 2018, what they talk to una today. When we check the records, we check the history of Sierra Leone, political history of that country, we no say we not get any record, anything when a record of Sierra Leone or history of Sierra Leone where they should say the All People's Congress as a party that we don't ever organize a peaceful, transparent, credible, violent, free elections. Na Sierra Leone wherein intimidation no day, violence no day, boost no day. It not ever happen on their record. They no one day do them. So for any Sierra Leonean where they feel say APC then get for sit by and organize this election and still say then provide security, then provide safety, they're able for make this election to be violent free. For make this election for be free, peaceful. Well, we tell them people and they say you are living on a failed hopes. We don't want for make you disappoint yourself because APC not on record for do that. APC then believe in violence, then believe in intimidation, they believe in boost. Now that's then they do. So because of that, now that we don't begin see right now. Now that we don't begin seeing a Kono, now we don't begin seeing a Kamalo, now we don't begin seeing the other side them. Because when you really go by what APC stand for as a political party, they not believe in democracy. And so then they can struggle a lot right now, wherein then they go into competition with other political parties. They are not used to that. They're used to a system wherein and then they dictate, now then they tell people they're waiting, they want for do, and nobody know for question them. So if now they don't find themselves unavoidably in a situation where they are in competition with other parties, then you don't expect anything but intimidation, violence, so now that they gone. So, but the only thing we know say the Constitution of Sierra Leone don't talk say it is the primary responsibility of the government for provide security for the people of the country. So, with the express say during this election term, APC go do that one day. So now, so we get for begin with broadcast today with that note. And so one for me sit tight as we continue for bringing the program. Stick around with us.
For the love of you above all else. We can always succeed if we learn to treat each other the way you want another person to treat you. It's a billionaires with genius, peace, love, and harmony. Together we go each day. Peace, love, and harmony. Wow, this is music.
Yes, of course, peace and harmony. That's now Leoneans. Of course, what a talented Sierra Leonean Pekin with the camera. Of course, now this would they talk about. Sierra Leone, a blessed country. God don't endow we with everything. Everything on earth, God don't give we. Hey, Papa God, what happen? God don't give we everything. You know, we get talented people. We find power body. We smart now brain. We get plenty things that we God don't give we under the swell. We'll get inside the water. We'll get even the trees. Then where they grow, everything we will need. Other countries than they crave for, we have it. And so, for the sake of our children, can these politicians focus on this election? Make sure say this election na a peaceful election. You see, one area where Sierra Leoneans they would blunder at all times, especially the one that we would put into them positions of authority. You know, when election term come, they all they talk fine one. We see they don't enter another state house. I don't know if that the swear with the last governor been swear we, or the prayer been pray for the country. Because that prayer they read them anybody where they go to that state house where they do kalo. Now that kalo they continue with. But the blunder is that we not they invest in the children of our country. You know, like this Bobo way they sing so. This is a talent right here. Right now we see him a small pine, but in a small picking. But again, 10, 15, 20 years from now, you could turn around, you refer to him as somebody where you go depend on for make decisions in the country. Either in the making at the musical field, if you continue on that path, or you go university, become a politician, or you do something else. But if we're not able to bring the Pekin up now, we're not able to groom them properly right now, for able to take that mantle of responsibility in the future. So what preparations are we making for Sierra Leone? We're not prepared for Sierra Leone. So if me now one part the leaders, then we're in position of authority, now that could be me moral question to myself. After what I don't work whole day, I don't go even time, I don't lay down at my bed. I want to think about what legacy am I leaving? Which legacy were they left? So that tomorrow they go talk, say, you know, now then this particular political party will be in a power, now in take care of them kind picking their so. Now that make way they don't develop in this form. You know why? But they listen to the president of Ghana where they talk about how they want for educate the African children. It's so inspiring. And we just there hear for say that very, you know, a Ghanaian president get planned for Ghana, Sierra Leone, you know, next week, this coming Monday, the Ghana, Sierra Leone for talk to all the, you know, political party leaders them and the president. For let we focus on the election. Can you imagine first thing that we Ghanaians that they can learn, not to we that they can seek advice. Now then they can't advise we. You know, because they are playing a leadership role in the West African sub-region right now. That's what is going on. So we are hoping that whatever way God don't choose, because God don't already choose who that get for be the next president. All these campaign boost now. Now we you know we don't accord no more with the one, but God don't already choose the person. So whoever that person they be, let it be somebody where God go put in hand for that person. Let it think about the children of our country, the future of our country, the future leaders of our country. You know, because now they want it, now they're not the future of Sierra Leone. So my family, now that get for be the premise of our broadcast now. So today we get for bring come to you plenty stuff them we don't happen at the campaign lines, and we are going to make that happen. So one for me continue for stick around with us.
Vicky the Point.
Yeah, parents, election is here and I know you care. But please, before casting your vote, this message you is not a random selection. It is a time to vote, not the court or the name on the coat, but the man in the coat. To vote is patriotism. Please do it with sufficient reasoning and wise thinking, because your vote will rather steer or sink the boat. It is your franchise. So please think twice. Do not sell this country for a bag of rice and bags of lies. Do not be deceived like flies. Vote wise, because if not, we the children will be the ones to pay the price. And to me beloved youth them, una no allow them use una as bait for go vote for your mama image. Before you vote, read the candidate and vote for the love of the state. Una cold, una hot like Bomba ice cream fridge. Una no go get that on the bridge, planning to stage a siege. Again, do not be fooled with alcohol, because now true that Tokupa una don't fall. Una for there with one voice. Convince you company through your word without spilling your blood. Because to vote, you only need your sense and not violence.
Right, of course, my family, that na very righteous point right there. Of course, with the feces, Leoneans then go able for heed to some of the advice the way they come up from our children. I mean, it don't reach a point where now we begin and they talk to we now, because we the big one, they will not behave like big one them. So let we begin and talk to we now. Now that they go on as Sierra Leone right about this time, at least for let we think about them. They are vulnerable. Let we think about their future. Let we think about waiting they go on. Because this country not get no business for so far. The people in Sierra Leone will not get no business for so far. For real. I mean, some of us we get the opportunity, don't go abroad, we don't see how other countries then we not get even close to what we get. How then they survive? How then people that they live good life then? It becomes a wonder to us as to why our own people continue to suffer. With people that they continue to suffer because we are greedy, we are selfish, we not like we serve. Now we could suffer. You know? And Saloma we fake. We like for make fake. Thing where somebody not understand or we not sabi for do. Now ain't it they pretend like say sabi for do. And the one that way they understand how to do certain things that when they not expect na then your areas there, would they refuse for give them the opportunity for me then in that area for able to do the things that wouldn't go able to do for we right. I mean, how you go somebody who don't study physics, you go make a minister of finance, or somebody who don't study English language, you go make a minister of agriculture, right? These are some of the people that they put into leadership position in our country. Where the areas that we said that they put them, not to in them study. I mean, even the one that we do the census for we. When we go according to the staff list, The one that always been man the affairs of the 2015 population and housing census. They all not be qualified. If we get for go by qualification, they all not be qualified for dinner office then day. Right? So we get for left for the put square pegs in round holes. For let we make less salon go before. Like me, we sit on also. Now technology me study. I do communications. You not go expect me for make I do well in a Ministry of Finance or Ministry of Agriculture or Ministry of Marine Resources. I am good in this area. Anything we pertaining to technology is my area. I go able for doing to perfection. I go able for doing for promote salon. I go able for put salon on the map in this area. But you not go put me in another area and expect me to do the same thing. So these are some of the things that we'll get for think about inside this election. And we'll get for no say all this noise with the politicians and they make, the noise don't pass mark. So it is good for us as Leoneans for take a deep breath, take a step back, and sit down and think about them all. Really think deeply. Deep thinking. Like what they say, soul searching. You just search your own soul about all of them. And really try for put things in order. You know what I mean? Eh? Like the president of Tanzania, na ordinary pharmacist. Na pharmacy be the work. But today, na one of the best presidents in Africa. It don't attack corruption na Tanzania pass anybody. The way they do in job, we introduced austerity measures in Tanzania, the way we operate them, the way they provide to the people, the one that already in the civil service where we don't they lie by their credentials for say they qualify at this degree then get at that degree where it come it set a committee then check all of my in degree, the one that will not qualify, it give them 2 months for me then left. The one that we make trangais for say they're not they left, a care and go to court. Now ordinary pharmacist. So not talk say you dey vote for somebody because na doctor this or because it don't learn all this book. Now possible way it gets Sierra Leone inside in heart. Where it really genuinely like the country. It want for make sure say waiting it they eat na in your place as president. Every other Sierra Leone they able to afford the same thing. Like now America. The president of the United States, if you go to market, he go buy what they go buy. He meets people and tin up on a line for me and pay for what they want for buying at that market day. He they tin up being the last person. You know they say because in a president in they go before or then clear the whole place for us. No. Some videos and they of President Obama for example, if we show you where they go now, then place them for buy food. He they go tin up on a line. So as leader, you get for begin to show examples. You get for begin to do things them where people then go turn around, where they elevate them soul, where then they talk to I think say this not a good person this. But once people they don't get this power necessarily, right now that they label, but once we don't vote for them in, the power don't go to their aid, they begin for make like I said, then a kingdom. This is where we are going wrong at all times. So my family, let will continue for watch the program, you know. Sheriff's Broadcast Network coming to you from studio number 8.
Monday, February 26th, na Green Day because SLPP gets me 1 million man march. We are sure say you know what I mean.
We bring 1 million people on the streets of Bristol.
We want all members, as long as you are SLPP, once you don't reach the age for vote, we want to let you come out Saturday for show the whole world say SLPP, they bounce back to power.
We know the western area, the western urban district and the western rural district belong to the SLPP.
The final rally for SLPP. Now in the third world say SLPP don't win.
We want more women for join the SLPP women for come out Saturday. For show the nation say now we the women in the suffer.
So it's easy for be part of the 1 million man march. Go find the green t-shirt. Because you know what we want to do? We want to turn the whole city green. Come out Monday, February 26th, Green Monday.
But today every day, the how we see the crowd so. Now so we go host to host. Hotel cannot people say, change don't come. Not just don't come. Change don't come. Change don't come. Then we get the tell and say, we get the tell cannot people say, change Mary Juicer.
I see for me, see for see.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
Sam Smala like a true freedom fighter. He fought for the constitution and win. Sam Smala a good heart and in love for country will make her a good president. This election will come March 7, 2018. The
you know say we like you, no matter how we be. You know say we always hope up. You number one, Sam Smala.
Everybody keep talk what you want to talk, no, so people in the canal, they say that the time is for change. People in the camp, they say this is the time for a new direction. What kind of in the room? Now, big financial say, it's a cow where they eat grass. It makes sure say, you know they eat the root because you want to let the root grow again, leka eat again. But he said, APC and SLPP, when they eat the root, they don't allow other people to eat again.
Coming to election, the Sierra Leone police is responsible for internal security. We have the primacy. Although we are supported, coming to the elections, we know it's our responsibility, very responsible and forward planning organization. We started the election security and policing planning way back.
Sheriff's Broadcast Network. News, sports, weather, business and finance, technology, culture and more. Tell us your story. Let's debate. Let's stand on issues. Let's defend democracy in Africa. on SBN Live. Sharik's Broadcast Network. We lead, others follow. Sharik's Broadcast Network.
Right, of course, my family Sharik's Broadcast Network will come to a live from studio number 8 based in Houston, Texas. Of course, my family will continue for Brinkham the best of programs then to una today. Of course, elections they happen at Sierra Leone very soon, so we get for continue for follow up on that. And of course, just like I would tell you now, on election day, we'll get for dinner so live, we'll cover what they happen at the country, from different parts of the country with the Brinkham live to now. Of course, now this we can do. One for say plenty thank you to the one day we don't help with so far for we're able for do that. You will not do them yet. If you're proud of what you would do, of course, you go able for go to gofundme.com/SBN support fund. And I'll say you wanna like what you would do, so show some love to your brothers, right? And so, me family, you know, today we'll get for talk about, we'll get for Brinkham to now videos of some of the activities that we don't take place now at the country. Now, some of them videos that will feature inside the commercial we don't see right now about Sharik's Broadcast Network. But you know, me family, I don't know this me here if I don't cut them. But not to me one, because even the president, where they talk just not down here, I don't know if then they come baby here, you know. One time if I'm for to go to them babas, then go to shape to hear them, you know. But I don't see the president in shape up, you know. I don't know if now because of the age, because in here all white. I don't know if now that make we not care for going to barbing shop anymore. But anyway, man, you get for look cute. But me say I need for going to barbing shop anyway, so all do need that, right? But at any rate, one thing we will get for always remember about the APC government. And you know, the one in the week he talks, oh, this man hates APC, this man will not hate APC. In fact, APC as a political party, most of me and friends, when me and them go school, go college together, they are ministers in the APC government, you know, plenty of them, me and they talk one-on-one with the chastises each other, and they always going for them, just like how they do right now. The fact of the matter is that APC is then you think even the way they be formed APC for that one they will not know. You need for know this. The time when they form the APC, now the time where Shaka Stevens and Sammy Timaga they all go to London for go negotiate on behalf of Sierra Leone for let get independence. So when they sit down at the conference hall, they where they talk and Shaka Stevens before they go part this talk here. In a be Secretary General for the trade, the train workers, you know, the one that will be working and then track them. In a be the Secretary General, and I be the stand for them because they be get union. So you don't go too much book, you know, be sabi too much book. But Sammy Magai then now be senior man there, in a be medical doctor, Sir Albert Magai na lawyer. The other man they all understand. So when they go sit down at this table here for me and talk, the English the way they talk with them British man, they this that it confuse Shaka Stevens small. So quick one I see say well this year I not see no road panel because it look like I say if we get independence it not get for see no road, it get for still DBN as a tail. And so therefore it come up with a radical idea for say you know what see at the vex pan they are the common area. So now it vex now the whole place. Now it make up an allegation for say oh the Sammy Timaga they don't go sign a secret deal with the British government for say then go provide arms and ammunition to the new government whether they can, whether they don't get independence. That new government headed by Sierra Leoneans, that they give them plenty ammunition. So because of the talk, now that they make up. So he left them in London. I take plane. I come back in a salon. When I come back in a salon, I go meeting people. They all. He say until we no sabi book, then man they always don't go negotiate on our behalf. Now so book man them. So you when no sabi book, you not get any role for playing inside the government. So quick one I able for convince the train workers them now so able for start the APC. First it start them as the election before independence movement. Then later on they transform into APC. Then when they transform into APC now they begin for engaging violence. That they burn people they host that they do all kind of thing. You know anybody where they meet where is not agree for joining they beat you up. You know. To the extent the thing became so serious that because Shaka Stevens not be one let the independence take place safe. In be one let election happen first. So the thing escalates so much that the violence, they halala all this. Then get for order for me they arrest Shaka Stevens and 43 of the other man that they put them in jail. Now they tell we will get independence. And when they come back, the violence continue. So today, APC na party way they believe in violence. Their party is formed on the basis of violence. Even the one that were inside the party, they go agree with me on this. This is not the honest history of Sierra Leone. We know they make up anything. If you go inside, you go read, they could tell you saying that this. Which would they talk now? So for all the violence the whole don't begin to see, they don't carry Boku tactics, you know, because they don't talk say APC get 99 tactics. But guess what? The saloon people in this modern age, where there is technology, where there is revolution, you not go able to fool in that 99 tactics, it not go easy for like work right now. Right? Because people they get access, anything way they do, either they're able to capture you on video or pictures, they're able to spread it all over. You cannot stop it. And if you talk, say, you get for do away with internet connection at the country so people are not going to forget social media, then you are violating their human rights. So that is safe. Now for just remember who side chancellor the right now. Anybody where they try for shed and innocent blood in that country, where you are a leader, you conspire with any other person for making shed innocent blood, the people are watching you. Just remember, who side chancellor sit down right now. Then days the way chancellor bring rebel war and Liberia, like nobody know they where then have BBC focus on Africa where they speak English. Like say nobody know the way Sabi book pass them. But see who side sit down today. So people have to be very mindful. We in this modern era, who say we don't reach now, nobody are in leadership position. You not go take advantage by innocent citizens, you go scot-free. You know they happen. That moment that you go do them, you get upper hand. But trust me, you know they end fine. Because they get people the way they look at you, then they try for see what they do. And this election at this country, even the one that way anytime where something happen at Sierra Leone, would they open with hand, would they beg them for me to give you something, then self don't tire for the give. So they want for let good thing happen by this election. They want for let this election go be peaceful, free, fair, transparent, and credible. Because they want for let get a government where we go able for take care of ourselves. This bigger don't do. Let we tire for this bigger now. So that's why we are just warning them when they're in position of authority. With constitution don't talk and clearly. Inside chapter 2, they don't talk and say now the responsibility of government for provide security for the people of the country. So by this election, it continues to be the responsibility of government to provide security to the people. Alright? So now the thing all the try for pass on the other. Let family know this. Because it look like say what happen at Kamalo, what happen at Kono, we not get for allow that stuff to happen. This is not modern era. Who say a resident minister of the Eastern Province in Motoka, they go inside crowd, a wound people them. We all see them, video them on social media. It is unacceptable in the 21st century. In 2018 in Sierra Leone, this is not backwardness, not retrogression. It is unacceptable. And the one they already do that one day, we have all of their names. Alright? So stick around in family for we'll continue for you the program. Stick around with us.
Sheriff's Broadcast Network. Straight talk for change. Sheriff's Broadcast Network. Straight talk for change.
Monday, February 26, na Green Day because SLPP got with 1 million man march. We are sure say you know what I mean.
So they bring 1 million people on the streets of Bristol.
We want all members, as long as you are SLPP, once you don't reach at the age for vote, we want to let you come out Saturday for sure the whole world say SLPP, they bounce back to power.
We know the western area, the western urban district and the western rural district belong to the SLPP.
The final rally for SLPP. Now in the third world say SLPP don't win.
We want more women for join the SLPP women for come out Saturday. For sure the nation say now we the women and they suffer.
So it's easy for be part of the 1 million man march. Go find your green t-shirts. Cause you know what we want to do? We want to turn the whole city green. Come out Monday, February 26, Green Monday.
All right, of course, that's not a big match we get for come up now. Freetown, Sierra Leone on Monday. Of course, the SLPP then get for match Wutete on the streets. Now the million-man match. Of course, now so then call them. So we get for keep an eye on that too for see if you get for be peaceful, how much crowd you get for come out on the streets. I know say plenty of the main political parties then get for do that one day. So we get for see SLPP on Monday, waiting they get for do. And the other thing with SLPP they don't do inside this match here, so they don't come with some innovation way extraordinary, right? They don't come with innovation way extraordinary. So let's see what's in this innovation where SLPP don't come with. Let's see that.
Green Day. This is not just part of the plan work for on Monday when I April 27. When I go get about for see some of them bike here over 50 on the 26th on Monday. You know, Green Day. As soon as they see when APC then fix it for come with customized bike, you know, this one a jet loaded bike. As soon as they see the Madabi 001, you know, anyhow you turn them, na German clothes, power pass salon for better, any side, anyhow, yes, you see, this are the jet bike on Monday, where APC then go see over more than 1,000 of them bike go there out. Where APC for left now, you know, yes, you know, anyhow you turn on a German clothes, customized bike, you know. Then go count customized, look out jet bike, you know, very nice. You see. So they say Monday na Green Day. This not just.
All right, so we don't see now this get for happen at Freetown on Monday. SLPP green bikes and get for lead the match. I mean, I want to see that. I can't wait to see what to get for happen. You know, I just wonder after where the whole match done, waiting again for do them bikes in day. Would I then get for the ride them bikes in day? I don't know. I don't say hala get for Komoyanda. I don't say I get for come up for that bike business. Would I get for ride the bike? Whether they get for return that bike? What you get for Apple? I get for commodity, right? I can see that happening. So my family now that's not SLPP. So we see say the presidential candidate of the SLPP, Julius Madabio, but they give a speech on the issue, and so let us see that speech as well.
We don't begin grow up. We don't grow up as a country, as a people. Now we they look at people not because they find no more, not because they can't wear fine jacket, not because they talk to them have been director on the moon, not because they talk to them have been minister. When I don't begin watch the track record. The track record. Me went to my player, if I be live for now, I don't get chance to my player. But once upon a time, when this country be there at war, we now we put we life on the line and just say we go first and we fight Sierra Leone. We don't begin grow up. We don't because then we please say that the only way is to get this man out of the race. Well, if they talk say me a devil, which man also talk say that devil way sabi, he better conquer alien. Country, one people. So, people of Waterloo and all of this country. Now another time don't come from who choose me leader. Why are they taking us through this? Now because some man just say, let me try. Because
I want to also use this occasion to make when I know say APC that done. March 7, APC the Communal Power Pauta. APC, as you know, na bad government they always make. APC not good for this country, they're not good for themselves. So on March, we got to make sure say APC go. Not so. APC that they bring Ebola, no so. APC
Now they don't make angry don't come to this country. APC cannot divide this country, no, so they don't break down the country. They don't bring more strife in our country. APC not good for themselves, they're not good for this country. The last time APC did have power, now why they left no so? Why this time we not agree that they left war in this country? March 7, sharp 12, APC must go. Power pass. One country, one country, one country, one people. Where APC go, the only other party, the mother of all parties, the Comrade Party, the party will bring independence, the party will bring peace, the party will bring democracy, the Comrade Party, the CLA People's Party, and the conduct. But I also want for this opportunity.
All right, of course, so me family that now Julius Madabio the pass on a message to the people of Sierra Leone, precisely na Kenema been there. Of course, the first video be the show way Edena Waterloo, and so the second video, the last video, we don't see na Kenema been there. Of course, Madabio is saying righteous messages out there. We only hope, say, if he becomes the president, he go able for implement those messages. You know, I've been happy for talk to some APC man them. You know, just like I don't tell you, some of me man them are APC man. I talk to them at free tone today. So when a minister, now they tell me, say, Ibrahim, he say, matter they promising a free education, this, that, we all they watch this free education. In fact, that make we all they can go back school, where he come like provide a free education. So now I say, but why you guys are always playing the devil's advocate? Why you not go, if somebody they talk positive, talk like that one day, why you not go pray for him for make it go succeed? Because if it succeed, it's a success for Sierra Leone, and especially for our children. We've been in a power for 10 years. We have violated the 1991 constitution. We not ever tell una bad words them. We don't left una don't do all kinds of things. So now, if the SLPP presidential candidate is saying this, why are you against him? But anyway, now so me and APC man can talk. Even the APC president or the chairman of APC in Houston, Texas, who side with studio base, now me main man. In fact, I get for call inside the studio today for making go say something, right? So now we man them. But the only thing we get for can show you something now about them. And so we want for me to stick around as we make that happen. Stick around with us.
Monday, February 26, na green day because SLPP got me 1 million man march. We are sure say you know what I mean.
So they bring 1 million people on the streets of Freetown.
We want all members, as long as you know SLPP, once you don't reach at the age for vote, we want to let you come out Saturday for sure the whole world say SLPP, they bounce back to power.
We know the western area, the western urban district and the western rural district belong to the SLPP.
The final rally for SLPP. Now in the third world say SLPP don't win.
We want more women for join the SLPP women for come out Saturday. For sure the nation say now we the women in the suffer.
So it's easy for be part of the 1 million man march. What kind of green t-shirt? Because you know what we want to do? We want to turn the whole city green. Come out Monday, February 26, green Monday.
But today we did. The time we see the crowd show. Now so we go host to host. Hotel, no people say, change don't come. Not just don't come. Change don't come. Change don't come. Then we get the tell and say, we get the tell, no people say, change don't do so.
I see for me. See for see.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
Sam Smart like a true freedom fighter. He fought for the constitution and win. Sam Smart a good heart and in love for country will make her a good president. This election will come March 7, 2018.
You know, say we like you, no matter how we be. You know, say we always hope up. You number one, Sam Smart.
Everybody can talk what you want to talk, no, so people in the car now, they say that the time is for change. People when they come, they say this is the time for a new direction.
What kind of in the room? Now, big financial say, it's a cow where they eat grass. It make sure say, you know they eat the root because you want let the root go again, leka eat again. But he said APC and SLPP, when they eat the root, they don't allow other people to eat again.
Coming to election, the Sierra Leone police is responsible for internal security. We have the primacy. Although we are supported, coming to the elections, we know it's our responsibility, very responsible and forward planning organization. We started the election security and policing planning way back.
All right, of course, that's not the commercial right there. Of course, Sheriff's Broadcast Network with the Camptona live from studio number 8 based in Houston, Texas. And of course, now we get for move on to the All People's Congress, one of the incumbent political parties in the country. They said be engaged in some campaign moves this week. And so let us see what they said don't do this week, particularly with regards to how they campaign. Stick around.
As a party, we don't try. It don't time for make the politics come. And you know say the talking cheap. Everybody can talk what you want to talk, no, so people in the car now, they say that the time is for change. People in the camp, they say this is the time for a new direction. But one thing for change. Now we learn for make the good roads. Which direction for make? Which direction? For can't pull all the quota? For can't stop the road from here to Kurbola? For stop the road from Kakakura to Ifi? For can't stop the water supply? For stop the electricity? For stop the university? And I don't want that. I could have come out in their numbers. I could have said Tolongo. I could say we want for make we continue with the good work of the do. I could put a team wey experience. A team who believe say we'll give them the work this afternoon before evening time they don't continue with the work. We don't want anybody where they can learn on the job. Because the work plenty for do. The work plenty for do. Try.
Sierra Leone is at the cusp of irreversible development. And let no one deceive you with meaningless semantics. The stakes are very high. I say so because I do know so. Because unlike those who have been breezing in and out of Sierra Leone, looking for greener pastures in other places, I, Samura Kamara, have stayed on for the longest period, shaping policies, negotiating with the international community, representing and making the case for a better Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is at the cusp of irreversible development. And let no one deceive you with meaningless semantics. The stakes are very high. I say so because I do know so. Because unlike those who have been breezing in and out of Sierra Leone, looking for greener pastures in other places, I, Samura Kamara, have stayed on for the longest period, shaping policies, negotiating with the international community, representing and making the case for a better Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is at the cusp of irreversible.
Right, and so me from that now Dr. Samura Kamara, the presidential candidate for the APC, and of course before that now be the president of Sierra Leone, Anes Bai Koroma, and they on the campaign trail, right? You see, let us start with President Anes Bai Koroma. President Anes Bai Koroma, they fail for understand one thing. For say Sierra Leoneans, they're not grateful people. Sierra Leoneans, when they do stuff to them, then they watch you like say they know it's you. When they don't gainst you, they don't gainst you. No amount of talk, no the way you go. No amount of talk, no the way you go talk, where you go able for convince them of waiting you don't do to them. No matter waiting you don't do APC, this is the hard fact. If Salon people and they like it today, then with them picking and their wife and then family, then they go to bed hungry. They not get food for it. It no matter which kind of road where you don't make. It no matter which kind of electricity where you don't bring. A hungry man is an angry man. You're not able to feed the people them. So all this talk where they talk about make road go so side, make this that, like this road business we don't tell with her. In fact, now the debts they now own they left behind, now who they think about. Because every 1 kilometer of the road owner don't make now $1 million. So if we don't make more than 2,000 kilometers of road, I mean I don't know say how for call that money now 2,000 million. Oh my God! I don't know APC would have keep blown a big time. And this I can tell him man them. I mean, would they let piles of debt on innocent Sierra Leoneans? Would they pay that debt? They will not they done with Pikin and can't pay, then they done the other Pikin and can't. The only way we'll get for pull this debt here, pass to talk say with you all that the arrangement where APC been do, we not the part of the arrangement. So with the tower will not pay this debt here. You know, now the only way that, but then they save the car with the cost because when you tower like that one day, if the same car where they need, you go back to them people and not you. But anyway, not to Chinese man and then go. So I know if you say the next president go on for go China because China self not developing country, even though they get money, but still they consider as developing country. Anything where China man make for you, they not the last. Right? I don't know why we don't know that. But anyway, so I see Dr. Samura Kamara said they talk here. They talk English. I don't know if the people that are always in Apia and when salon people that they really understand what they talk. One thing about Samura Kamara, from where they choose that me in business not just take me no more. Like when you see compliment being when they put an certain position where you dey watch and you admire small. I know they admire this man. Even the way they talk, they turn me off. Yeah. You know, APC man, I know I may have to now, but I just talk. You see, for that debate today, now make a tell one APC guy. But the debate, a man they look sharp inside and suit them everything. But Dr. Samuel Kamara go wear big suit with passing body. I mean, when I go back no more, anybody where you get chance for go see that video, go see the suit we wear. It been too big for him. But anyway, they talk English. They talk about the fact that he has been, whilst other people that be run away going to other country, that he has been in the country working for the country. Well, Dr. Samuel Kamara, if you have been in this country working for this country for this long, and still we are at the bottom of the Human Development Index, don't you think that you are one of the problems in the country? I mean, I don't know where can talk this talk here so for say I have been part of the processes in Sierra Leone. I understand all the issues. But Sierra Leone continues to be at the bottom of the Human Development Index. We are one of the poorest countries in the world. So you, Dr. Samuel Kamara, especially you have been dealing with money. Now you that be don't put in charge of money business. You not be Secretary General. I mean Financial Secretary. Now the Minister of Finance. Later you became Governor of the Bank of Sierra Leone. Then you became Minister of Finance. Then you became. I mean you don't be around with money for this long, and we still continue to be this poor. Then it means you are one of the problems in the country. That's how I look at it. This is not plain truth. You cannot deny the fact. You know, you cannot deny that fact that you know one of the problems in the country. So when you continue to talk about this issue in the manner in which they talk about, and they make at the beginning, doubt if this man understand what they talk about. If Namina you, I go find other campaign messages that make a veer away from that message because anytime we talk, the people that begin for think about the fact that you have been in that position for this long, but still we are poor. So meaning that either you don't know what they do, or you know one of the people that will plunge Sierra Leone into the problem that we are in today. So me, this man not close me it anyway. I don't know for now, but me, this man not close me it. But anyway, let's look at President Koroma, some of the promises that will be making up Kono, waiting the Kono people that they think, but then promises they also will be make, at some point, right? Let's look at that as well.
The Eastern University will be placed in Kono. Manifesto, where they talk now in manifesto, and now they talk about free. But we, they make sure say, what we talk, we do them. And all they talk about the agenda for prosperity, where they talk about the infrastructure in continuation, the energy in continuation, agriculture in continuation, the healthcare will go continue. But we will lay emphasis on the human resource development. We will lay emphasis on how the economy will get money for himself. We will lay emphasis on how the young man will get more work for himself. How the young man will get work. That's the focus of the agenda for prosperity. That's the commitment they make Nakono. And when we make commitment, we stand by our commitment. Because what you talk, we mean it. And when we talk something, we do it. So we have no say, when we talk about the agenda for prosperity, the change, we will make any Sierra Leonean feel good. We mean it. We mean it. We don't do them, and we don't feel it.
Man in the battle, thing are corner one then the photo. Then said I don't know how long we go take to this life. Elected or selected, anyone is out, anyone is out.
Anyway, and so that's now and as by Koroma they talk in 2012. If they talk to the people of Kono, it say again for build the University of the East inside Kono. That at 2012. And as by Koroma talk say then as APC any talk with them talk then they do. So let's check into that. Do we have the University of the East in Kono today? No. When they talk say, they run the country as a business. Did he do that? No. When it talks say they bring free health care, is it true? No. I mean, even though some people they go talk say, oh yeah, so half thing and they wouldn't do health care. But we know say when you talk say they provide free health care, not only the quantity that matters, but the quality. If you've been provide free health care with people that for depend on Dr. Ernest Bicroma, waiting make you they go to Germany for a medical checkup. Why you know they get medical checkup na your own country na Sierra Leone? Why you they go to Germany? Right? So you are telling the people of Sierra Leone that then they deal with the life medical care where they talk about. But when it comes to you, for let you do a medical checkup, you prefer to go to Germany. Now then they go check you. You know how much money it cost? You will not get German insurance. You know to Germany they work. You not get the insurance. You just want to go utilize the healthcare services for check your body. You know how much money they pay in that system there? And who say this money they come out? It is the Sierra Leonean money. I don't see who say inside the constitution of Sierra Leone where they talk say when a president needs a medical checkup, he needs to go to Germany. I have not seen that. And you as president, if you know say every activity where they engage in, it for be in line with the constitution of the country. But you went to Germany, they talk about free health care. How about food security? You talk say they provide food security. Today, Sierra Leoneans are going to bed hungry. People are not being fed. You know, when you look at people that body inside salon, then they in two conditions. If you see somebody in body big panam, either now one of the people that will belong to the 1% na the country, whether they do well, pan tif lie, or that body that person in body will big panam na sickness he gets, now making body they so. But majority of Sierra Leoneans they look so thin pan body because they not get the adequate meal where they're supposed for eat for nourish them body. You're not able for provider for the people. But in 2012 you were making all these promises. And so now you are again, you want to become the prime minister of Sierra Leone indirectly. Now make you don't handpick somebody who go continue with your agenda. Then you get for Sudan now you they control and remotely, where it is not going to happen in a Sierra Leonean democracy. Salona, a democratic country, is not a dictatorship. It's not a communist country. We're not in a democracy. Anybody who then born as Sierra Leone, we don't pass age 40, you have the right to contest for election at that country. And if you want to be president, you have to belong to a political party and compete. Let the people that say that now you don't want, then they vote for you. So now me find but the other thing back with APC they don't begin do now. Where it take me off completely. I don't know what to make where Kanda himself now do the same thing here because Kanda and man way himself keep wait himself around, right? But APC they don't directly invite Chinese people there for me them get involved in our politics. I see Chinese man hold hand with Salon man that they walk on the street. I don't know which message that they pass. Because they don't say that in toll road they don't make. They say that Chinese man they sit down where they pick the money now with drivers they earn at that toll road. Because the debt where they give we the arrangement was now then they collect the toll for 25 years where they pull the money then go left the toll give we then go back. So now they don't say there is going to be a change of hand in government. So if other government come that the money they don't know what's in at the fate, the future of that money they. So they self don't decide now for go inside the politics for make sure say APC stays in power. But China man they would have buff man. Would I go can't interfere inside salon politics when I not even know what you do. But anyway, let's see this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, say, oh, why, man? You know, this thing, I don't wanna. I mean, APC, who say when 99 tactics don't go? Who say? Like, I'm not able to foresee the 99 tactics. You know, they begin at first with, let's give the power more time. We see then youths, the APC youths, and go line up on a State Avenue and for going to State House. Then they say, give the power more time. Then in a hook. They don't go to some statutory instruments the way they're supposed for being, which is they left like 9 minutes for me to go endorse on a parliament. Then they back no hook. Then they don't go back, they don't put to be endorsed citizens there. Then they back no hook. So I mean, I don't know which side the 99 tactics don't go anyway. But I say they still get some tactics though. So let's watch state to election day because you never know what they are capable of doing. You never know. So my whole thing here is, even though we laugh with this stuff here, so but this is a very important stuff where they go on. Very important for our country. I mean, when I look at myself, the time where I actively start for participating in politics in Sierra Leone, I was 18 years old, right? I don't just done high school. I try for go college. Now I begin for participate. Then look at me now. I don't pass 40. 30 days we dey part the same thing. When I see Natty they come up. Oh my God, I can't believe that. So you know, so the time they go pa we're not able to make meaningful contribution to the country. We begin and they come back, then submit up the problems. So this is what is going on. And APC as a government not get any remorse over this stuff. I mean that some of the shameful things that can happen to them, then they just rub under the carpet and they keep moving as if nothing not happen. I mean, look at like that cocaine play where we get for Kana Salo. Then they will don't forget what I said. They know talk about again. You know, look at like all them cost the way the APC ministers that they do na agenda office yonder. You know, Attila Mwenjwe Kakai. Look at that Hajj gate. Then people then don't labor for the money. I mean, I remember say when they say Hajj, na halal money they gonna Hajj. And can you imagine how difficult it is for like a Sierra Leone able for raise halal money in a salon? The people that raise that money they can't eat that money. Some people that end up they not go perform the Hajj. Then they not to swear and they. So you see, some of the things that they do, they not even get remorse over these things. So now make way Sam Suman have been telling in the interview say one of the attitude of the president is that any wrong thing will happen at the country, it just lasts for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, a lot of people they don't forget about her now that the cow. So that Ebola money all they eat, then they will don't forget about her. You know, this is the belief that this man has. So if you say go able for continue for do the same thing. But anyway, so we'll get for move on. Me, I just feel say when Chinese that they can't involve our politics. Can they way the American the way for them bring come and they inside they for them bring the Marines. If for them they on our target, you know, right now that they pull the small no more than you know, if for them do something like that, you know, say Schwarzenegger na human, can they? Schwarzenegger, I know Schwarzenegger, not to human. Former movie actor and former governor of California state, not to human. All them brother inside America na human. Who say then they? But anyway, America not they compete with China, far away from that. But let's keep watching, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue for bringing the program.
Monday, February 26th, not green day because SLPP got me 1 million man march. We are sure say you know what I mean.
So they bring 1 million people on the streets of Freetown.
We want all members, as long as you are SLPP, once you don't reach at the age for vote, we want to let you come out that day for show the whole world say SLPP they bounce back to power.
We know the Western area, the Western Urban District and the Western Rural District belong to the SLPP.
The final rally for SLPP. Now in the third world say SLPP don't win.
We want more women for join the SLPP women for comot that day. For show the nation say now we the women in the suffer.
So it's easy for be part of the 1 million man. What kind of green t-shirt? Because you know what we want to do? We want to turn the whole city green. Come out.
Right, of course, my family. Next, we get for go to the. We get for move on to the National Grand Coalition. Of course, Kande Koleyom Kela in political party. Now we move on to right now. Of course, Kande be in a corner himself, able for go talk to corner people them and other things that happen inside the NGC. So let's see what that is gonna do for us. All right, stick around with us.
Not saying I don't wait for long, but today now we did. Now can we see the crowd so? Now so we forget host to host. For tell to no people say, change don't come. What is it? Don't come. Change don't come. Change don't come. Then we get to tell us say, we get to tell to no people say, tell him what he do so. The sofa he do so. The chap he do so. Well, people wanna thank you. We get elections in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, who not get to decide? Who's can't future una? Not say una don't wait for long, but together we did. Now can we see the crowd so? Now so we forget host to host. For tell to no people say, change don't come. What is it? Don't come. Change don't come. Change don't come. Then we get to tell us say, we get to tell to no people say, tell him what he do so. The sofa he do so. The chap he do so.
We are the new party. The same symbol, we use common man symbol. Okada. So we all. That one, Okada they can go. Then go get a small thing. Okada they can go to market in the hospital. So take symbol when the common man is symbol. Especially you man. Because this party in Avona. One day when I get respect. Respect now where you get good job. You will get your money now. You will take care of your family. So there where they can now, and they take Ebola money, they shape Sheba. People they die and they chop Ebola money. If they give that money, they wanna prepare and no more wanna take her. But wanna vote for change. Wanna vote for better life. Yeah. We don't talk say when we get power after 5 years. So side and they will say, man, they know they say we say Popeye, but they say Popeye, you brother here. Now that's the only one.
All right, and so my family that now Dr. Kande Koleyom Kela instead they talk to in people they under you know what's your leg for Kande na man we leg protocols bad. Now them man they we surround and waiting out with the glasses then security officers they one the day and they admire so much the way then the things around Kande. I mean, Kande, this now a free country. I don't know if you see anybody get for do something, but anyway, you not trust the APC there because if you not get a man there around you, they will can't get you just know because in the man way they talk, but they talk true. APC they're not like that. They're not like possible they talk true. They're not like possible they tell and the truth. And the kind way where you and they split, the kind way where you and it's by a chroma fall apart. The man they act like he vexed by you too much. It don't vex by you say they talk the way they blunder too, you know. So we understand where you are standing, where you are coming from, you know. But that was Dr. Kande Koleyom Kela, of course, the one that will be the underrated KKY. They make a steady progress in the country, you know. They make a steady progress. And they see the crowd then because we they compare the crowds then, you know, they see the crowd then. So now I make that, you know, party them campaign days the way they come, you know, SLPP then a Monday and a Green Day, we want for see the NGC as well. Well, you see plenty people that they talk say. You remember that mommy way we been get for show you one time way it be wear the APC t-shirt, it don't drink, it don't chat. It talk say it say in a Okada party na day in day. Now I ask her, I say, well, what to make you wear the APC t-shirt? He said, now give me, say, well, then give me the whole lamb. He said, I eat the food, I check. He said, but me na Okada party me day, that a NGC. So anybody will come out, any political party will come out. The people they're hungry. Any day when they say political party they come out, of course they get for eat food, they get for drink free. So they wear any t-shirt and come out. So by the crowd what would they see on the streets of Sierra Leone not don't be enough for giving the reason for begin for project as to would I get for win by this election. Because anybody will come out to the salon people that, you know, some man can get up to 6 t-shirt right now or more. Or then get all the political party they t-shirt them. Anyone will come out and get in t-shirt where and go there. So that's what is going on. Right? But anyway, so before with them, stick around as we try to go to the Coalition for Change. Stick around with us.
C for you, C for C.
Right, of course, so me family, and that's not the Coalition for Change. Of course, Alhaji Samuel Samsumana na Ion Party that one day, of course, they serve that they can do something. Of course, then this year we say na kono APC attack in people them na kono, you know, then they pan bike, then camp a motorcar, then come on at their own lane, then can you know, then outside in your bike riders they be there, they can't go inside there, then wound plenty people there. So that's happened inside Kono. So you know when they talk about the resident minister of Eastern Province Karamo Kaba when a Kono man. I will understand say Alhaji Samuel Samsuman and I even pull and come on America, I can't go get that job at the country. And now it don't turn to tyrant, it don't turn against the man. I mean, this is democracy, and I hope say the security agents and they can keep track of whether they perpetrate violence in the country. Because if you perpetrate violence in the country for no reason, then it is a crime against the innocent people in the country. You're not supposed to perpetrate any crime. Right? But that is exclusively going on in the country. So let us see Samsumana in campaign once more, you know, na Sierra Leone.
C for me, a C for me, C for C. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Samsumana a true freedom fighter. He fought for the constitution and win. Samsumana a good heart and a love for country will make her a good president. This election, when it comes March 7, 2018, the only person we qualify for being the next president of Sierra Leone now Samsumana. Samsumana now somebody will know the country better than one. Samsumana will able to pull me from all this power as a nation. Samsumana now true freedom fighter. Samsumana nation first. For me, I see for me.
Right, as Coalition for Change, Alhaji Samuel Samsumana. Of course, the EU party, then they make a very good use of, you know, technology, you know, for promote their own agenda, promote their own messages. Them, you know, then get Lady D, you know, right now, they perform for them. And of course, then this year we see some pictures they wouldn't promote as well, where you know you see a coffee cup, we get the logo panel, you see wine, the logo day panel, you see, but they say the wine will be 0% alcohol anyway. So you know we get no alcohol inside. Let not be seen now one part the political party then at the country where they give rum to people that for me and drink and check. Because you see one thing about alcohol, when you drink you not get food inside your belly, it hurt your system. So we're not going to just give alcohol to farm with them and we're not give them food for it. The people that not get food, now drink no more than they drink, that they hamburg their system. By the time we election they take place now, oh, now they win, then go don't die safe now. And you don't want that. What are you can rule now? But anyway, we're not the accused C4 saying that they do. But by the pictures the way they present this week, you know, they point to the incident. But anyway, they get medicine bottle as well. When I be vitamin. So for let people then get energy, you know, then get the vitamin. I don't know if they actually get anything and they on our pictures, they no more than they promote the aspirations of the party. But they presented that and we saw it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us see waiting Inspector General Moigbe talk about how they get for handle the election business. And of course, we'll get for talk to him also specifically as Sheriff's Broadcast Network. We'll get for talk to the Inspector General of the Police, Sierra Leone, for let's talk on the security matters there as far as the 2018 election is concerned. But for now, let's see what is said.
Coming to election, the Sierra Leone police is responsible for internal security. We have the primacy. Although we are supported, coming to the elections, we know it's our responsibility, very responsible and forward planning organization. We started the election security and policing planning way back in 2016. I'm Dr. Richard Moyden, the Inspector General of the Sierra Leone Police. Coming to election, the Sierra Leone police is responsible for internal security. We have the primacy. Although we
all right, and so my family and that Inspector General don't talk shortly that they don't put a plan together for monitor the for man or provide security for this election way back. So we'll go for see what did happen. But just the one that we saw the day where the Kamalo incident happened, where the C4C, the Alexei APC then go you know, ride the motorcar inside and supporters them. What they don't do about them cases than they so far. So we'll continue for monitor the Sierra Leone police, right? And so my family, once more, stick around with us.
For the love of you put our interests above all else. We can always succeed if we learn to treat each other the way you want another person to treat you. It's a balance, the genius, peace, love, and harmony. Together we go and stay. Peace, love, and harmony.
Yes, my family, what a talent we have in Sierra Leone. Of course, what a talent, what a talent we have in the country. And so, ladies and gentlemen, right about this time, we have opened the phone lines and the Skype line in case you want for calling, for say something about the program or the elections, anything where you want for say, as long as we stay within the rules, right? Well, you are welcome to call in and profile your views on the broadcast today. Meanwhile, why is that they go on? We want for at this point recognize some people, and we don't make some comments here. Of course, we have Mr. Usman Denke. Of course, it's a good point for Monday SLPP rally. Yes, good point. SLPP, then they hold a rally on that day, and so we are going to be watching to see what is going to happen on that day, right? So hopefully it's not going to be the weather is going to be good and things are going to come out right? So we get Florence Taylor. He say right. Dennis Koima say ha ha ha. He say that's right. Most people have the various party colors. It's always the same crowds of people rallying for all the political parties. Of course, yes. And then Florence say I hope so. Dennis Kamba, he say we are not at war. Why restrict the movement of Sierra Leoneans on election day? Is totally unacceptable. I know, they want to restrict people, but then they want for this. That they've been doing in 2012. They restricted people's movement, but their own ministers then go inside Motokade. I think Abi Musa Tarawali them. Then go inside Motokade. They go from polling station to polling station and they intimidate people. That's how APC they say be win that election again, right? And of course we have Kumbasam, Macmillan, Carter, and 3 other people in the watch. Of course, Florence Taylor. So one for tell now plenty. Thank you for una inputs, for where we continue for watching with the broadcast. If you want for call into the station at this point for profile your views on anything we don't do now so today, feel free to do that, right? But meantime, whilst we are waiting for that to happen, we're going to continue for bring some songs to you. We're going for this is not Leoneans, the Sierra Leonean Baba way they sing, very talented. We're going for continue for play that, and of course when I left for fet, that's the message. We salon people there in the big one, and we know the advice we picking, and now we picking the advice we now. Shame on us.
For the love that we want,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody on the line. Of course, we get Macmillian Carter on the line. Hello, Macmillian. How are you doing today, sir?
Yes, hello, Mr. Sheriff. How are you, pa?
I did do okay. I did do okay.
I think this, the second time this I talked to you. I remember the last whole meeting of Philadelphia for the convention.
Oh, okay. Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think, I really don't learn a lot from you this night.
Okay, thank you.
The same way I do when you day on, I just feel proud of you, and I feel proud for listening to the program because you learn people
right.
We a lot.
Thank you.
Don't know that much about issues and the formations of the different political parties them and issues them where they go on in our country. Basically, I believe say if people and they listen to you clearly, people get lots of land. And this election now make or break.
Yes.
The things where APC don't know that country, I go to salon this December. Mrs. F go see with me eye. Nobody no need for tell me. I go see how the country don't destabilize. Things not they work. People and they beg every day.
Right,
you know? Not thing for make we hide. Say that country don't rob that country. I get a lot of my friends say when a minister say, okay, don't name them right. Afraid. You know where they are tired. They say tired of the situation. They say tired of the situation. Where then basically they regret because right now they say they're controlling. They control them. And for one of the ministries and now for go about waiting for do. But at the same time, I they feel pity and I they feel sad when I see Mr. Salon bother them. They rally around the APC.
You know? Can you imagine?
I really they feel bad in Cheryl. Let's this is a time for we need to speak with volume.
Yes.
And how we go speak with volume. Now for lady politician and she say they want the way don't fail we. Let them see say we not go behind them, we not rally with them. Let them see the sad and madness now we face.
Right.
And then the next person will go can rule, go really not say, I really did for work for the people there. So they massively go vote woefully against me, like how they do so if I know. But that's not happening, my brother.
Yeah. But anyway, Macmillian, yes.
Thank you so much for what you do. Let God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And that's Macmillian Carter from California. Now in the calling, of course, we still entertain some calls from, from some of our brothers and sisters who are able for calling. Yeah, let me turn this off so that don't interfere with what they do. But then our brother Macmillian, so if you want for calling and profile your views, go ahead and do that. But I get one video about the NGC where one woman, a musical artist we put together. They teach with people how for votes, even though it teach them specifically about how for votes for the NGC and the Kanda Yonkela and all the people that would aspire under them. But anyway, I'm getting a call in again, so let's answer that call. After that, we'll show that video, right? Hello, who is on the line? I know say this now from Australia. Hello?
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Right. Hey, now what are the calls to now?
This is Dennis Koima from Australia.
Hey, Mr. Koima, how are you? Yes. Where did they go on? You want for say something on the program?
Thanks, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, for a good job what you do anyway.
Thank you.
One of the points I want to make it's regarding the Inspector General was saying that they're in charge of security, blah blah blah. Yeah, which is quite right. But in that movement and the movement of people stricter on the we're not there at war.
Right.
And even during the time where the country they at war, people were free. Election day was just like any other day.
Right.
With people, they go vote, then at the centers, they count. If I was polling agent and I serve in various capacities.
Right.
We all see what things go on in the country. So under APC, then just can't change everything, vote and go back home. For heaven's sake. You know, even when guns shots were here and there in those days, people voted and remained at the polling stations until counting was done. Then tally everything.
You know?
A ploy. As we move closer to this next election, because if they don't do one with impunity, then go free. Nothing was done. But you know, then they try for push the boundary.
Yeah, Mr. Kwema, hold on for a second, yeah? Somebody else they call from. Hold on for a second. Yeah. Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Who's on the line?
Yeah, welcome.
You want okay, hold on, yeah. I'd imagine you with the other person so that you go wait me done. Hello, Mr. Kwema?
Yeah.
Yeah, finish your thought. Right.
Yeah. All right, I'll summarize. Like I said, the people of Sierra Leone don't endure so much under the APC for this 10 years. So we don't want to give them another chance for comeback for even a day after March 7.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We don't want to give them another chance for even a day after March 7. So we made them not restrict the movement of people on election day. Like other political parties have come together and said no. The other political parties for be united so that they all go say no, and that people should be free on that day, and vehicular traffic should be normal. You know, so now that's what I want to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kwema. Of course, I mean, brother, go ahead and say something right now.
Hello?
Yes, hello? Hello, yes, go ahead. Yes, Mr. Kano, yeah, Mr. Kano, hold on. Let the other person we call from Australia, let it go first. Go ahead. What's your name?
Okay.
Hello, the person we call from Australia, are you on? Yeah, where Moses, you go, because that person they would ask her and talk. You go.
Yes, sir. How do you do, sir?
Are they do okay? Are they do okay, Moses?
Howdy, buddy. Thank you very much. You know, now my first time for able to see the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm impressed. You know.
Thank you.
God doing a long life for everybody.
Yes.
For people like Kuna. And that small bobo they sing, they make my body rise. Let God get a long life for.
I know, right? I know, definitely. Yes. You know? Okay. Well, Moses, you radio day up. Okay, who is on the line from Australia?
Hello, yes, I'm still in that line.
Okay, so you. Okay, so you will call just now from Australia. You hold on. Let Moses finish in thought. Yes, go ahead, Moses.
Okay, so me I call from the United States of America, Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know, bruh, one guy talk where he talks say. Okay, who's
on the line from Australia? This time, man, get you the top.
Well, you know, you get for turn your radio down because your radio they interfere with the broadcast. Turn and down all the way. You know what? When you're on the phone, you know why you use yourself on the radio. Okay, go ahead now. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, my contribution to the program. First, I want to say thank you to the producer, to the old management who run the program, the live program, at least that educates people about what they happen. You know, my contribution about this ambulance way APC run out. Like I don't have so many WhatsApp groups. Everybody they contribute the ambulance, and they might use them for put ballot paper them in, swap the boxes them for let APC them go win the election. So I just want to bring that attention if we are going to make some awareness to the people in back home who they watch this program here, so say, or to all the parties them need for vigilance for
For be vigilant, right?
Check the ambulance then day before the election, please. Yes, for check the ambulance then day before the election. Thank you very much, and I'll take on that. Other people may come up and give some points.
Thank you so much. Now, a very, very important point that one the way you raised. And of course, we said about that ambulance then we don't see some, and that the rumor they go around for say APC go on for use them for manipulate the elections. But we not say, you know, people like Julius Madabio don't stand strong for say this election get for be free, fair, and credible. And of course, we done already also talk to the chairman of the National Electoral Commission. Instead, we don't talk to the elections will be credible. So, in fact, we'll get another interview with the chairman of the National Electoral Commission, Mr. Nfa Ali Conte, before elections. So, we'll get for talk on some of the issues there as well. But one for continuing for say a lot of thanks to you for for bringing up that very salient point. And of course, before that was Moses Kanu. Moses Kanu, one for tell you plenty thank you for your contributions, right? And so, my family, then we'll get for stick around a little bit more for let's see if somebody else go on calling. All right? This is our station. I will all get time. It is about time we all put your hands on deck for say this country don't move forward. All right? So you can call in.
Laji Kande Kola Yumkela, take your wife from the National Grand Coalition, NGC. March 7, voting station and go open from 7 in the morning to 5 o'clock Sunday. Make sure say you take your voter ID card with you for go vote. The next people now the number for give you ballot paper with stamp and sign for vote. If you not stamp and sign, make sure you give them back to them, make them give you a new one. For votes for KKY and NGC, look for the Okada sign. Then look for the empty box next to the Okada sign. Mark inside the box or put your fingerprints inside the box. Make sure say you not touch the line of the box or mark outside the box. Now the same way you vote for your NGC, mayor, honorable, councillors, and chairman. Make sure say you hand clean and fold the ballot paper like so. 1 and 2, and then you drop them inside the ballot box. Members say NGC, you touch one, you touch we all. We will suffer, now we boku. United we stand united. Vote NGC, vote for change, put Salon first, and do one for you picking them.
Vote. Right, that's not NGC, of course. Now then come up with that, and so I think say even if this is about the NGC, then they train and they teach their own followers then how them for votes. But I think say the education will go across the board. Whether now other political party they support now, you can able for use this education for apply them to your own party, right? So NGC will say plenty thank you to now for educating the people. Of course, Menace the General. You know, man, we'll get for interview you na Sheriff's Broadcast Network. Of course, if you get time, the number they don't get so now we number that one day you will call them anytime. We'll be on to follow you, one for talk to you exclusively na the station also. You know, now one of the Sierra Leonean musical artists them they do very well also promoting Sierra Leonean spirit all over the place. And at that we talk. So we will find time, we'll talk to them exclusively about that. And so, my family, them, if you are out there, you want to talk, it's about time you call in. All right? We'll get for stick around a little bit more.
For the love of you what we are. As we pledge our love and loyalty to our country, Mama Salone, and vow to serve her faithfully at all times, and put our interests above all else. We can always succeed if we learn to treat each other the way you want another person to treat you. It's a billionaires, the genius, peace, love, and harmony. Together we go each day. Peace, love, and harmony. Vicky the Point. Yeah, parents, election is here, and I know you care. But please, before casting your vote, this message you need to hear and ideas. Election is not a random selection. It is a time to vote, not the coat or the name on the coat, but the man in the coat. To vote is patriotism. Please do it with sufficient reasoning and wise thinking, because your vote will rather steer or sink the boat. It is your franchise, so please think twice. Do not sell this country for a bag of rice and bags of lies. Do not be deceived like flies. Vote wise, because if not, we the children will be the one to pay the price. And to me beloved youth them, una no allow them use una as bait for go vote for you mama image. Before you vote, read the candidate and vote for the love of the state. Una cold, una hot like Bomba ice cream fridge. Una no go get that on that bridge, planning to stage a siege. Again, do not be fooled with alcohol, because not true that Tokupa una don't fall. Una for there with one voice. Convince you comping through your word without spilling your blood. Because to vote, you only need your sense and not violence.
I wrote for my country. Listen. It's not a time we all come together. Forgive yourself, learn from we mistakes. Let we grab and go before now. Backward never, with peace and one word. Let we come and build we countries alone, sweet with sorrow. Sorrow people, this not the same before. Embrace we self, make we not make we look forward for a better future. sister, waiting even don't do you. Make we know that some bad for bad and make it go bad. Make we know that revenge and make it go round and round. Salon people, do ya we they beg you. You wouldn't cut you hand, do ya usher. We will lost property, do ya we they beg you. This not the time we for turn back to Papa God. This not the time we for turn back to Papa God. Yeah. Oh, Salon people, we the beg you. Salon, sweet sweet Salon. Yeah, come on. Salon people make a little zeva. Salon people make a you nada. Salon people make a little zeva. Salon people make a you nada. This is not a time we for turn away from all the bad things we done in this country. Yeah, this is not a time we for embrace ever. Lasting peace, not this country. Yeah, so Salon people make a little zeva. Salon people make a you nada. Salon people make a little zeva. Salon people make a you nada. Shake your hands up, wave your hands up, shake your hands up, clap your hands up, wave your hands up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. One more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. Shake your hands up, clap your hands up. Sweet, sweet Salon. Salon people make a little favor. Salon people make a you nada. Salon people make a little favor. Salon people make a you nada. Salon people, Salon people, Salon people, Salon. Sweet, sweet Salon. Oh yeah. Salon. Sweet, sweet Salon. Sweet, sweet Salon. Thank you very much.
You see, that's what we are talking about, my brothers and sisters. When we talk about Salon, Sierra Leoneans, we are very talented. Now the one they put into leadership position, now then they form a power, now then they hold we future down. Now then they make we not able for progress. To my life in this day, if then leaders, if we're able for get a patriotic leader, we elect Salon, we go able for really hold we together, Sierra Leone will be one of the best countries in the world. Because we are talented. Not the way they plan, we put on our mind and inside we heart for say what they do, what we not go able for do to perfection. We go do unto perfection. That's what Sierra Leoneans are good for. We not just find our body, but we also get stuff in our brain. You know, we are very talented people. Look at this brother. He don't turn over that whole crowd. White man or black man or old man. You know, Sweet Salon. They create where they talk, they all know the area. but the tune of the music and the kind of seriousness where they see into what they put in, he is able to do it. That's what we are talking about. Now the stage this world don't reach. So I hope say APC when they see what they go on, because right now we all don't determine. We need up to 20 plus years for let us fix all the problem we don't create in the country. So when I go relax first. You know what I mean? So my family and I so we'll get for end the broadcast today. I want to tell you plenty thank you. Next week, this coming weekend, we might not be able to come on the air because we prepare for Wednesday next week. March 7, we prepare for March 7. You know what I mean? So we're not going to come up this time, but we are coming up on that Wednesday. From morning till good on. We'll get for bring you analysis. We'll get for talk to key leaders in the country. As the election they go on, so we'll get for the talk to people that inform them really like enlighten we about what they happen. We reporters then get for report from across the country, tell we what they go on. And so my family and I make we tell you say you waiting at the diaspora and when you like what you would do, go na gofundme.com/SBN support fund. Do that one day for we. Go na gofundme.com/SBN support fund. I don't say you go able for do them. Just go there and do something. If you like what you would do, go and do something right about this time. Because you don't want to just be say, oh, when I play this, when I do this, when I do this, but you want to make a contribution as well. So next weekend we might not be able to come up, but the Wednesday, the election day, we'll get for dinner also live. Gonna gofundme.com/SBN support fund. Because that will report that the way they back home, where they get for the provide all this year, they save they need small things. So they send something to them. We need $1,200 only. You see, not about money. I don't say one person they will sit down so right now in one grade go able for pay that money themselves. $1,200 because we get 6 people then we don't spread out the country. Each one with a PM 1.2 million. No, 1.5 million leons. So we'll calculate everything at that amount they come up to. So you want for chipping, you want for do something. Alright? Now we all get this network. I know say they enjoy you. You're able for watching on your TV, you're able to watch it on your phone, your tablet, any way you as long as you get internet on your device, you're able to watch them. So election day they come, you want for let this happen, go now GoFundMe right now. gofundme.com/SBN support fund. Do that, okay? So once more, Mina Ibrahim Sheriff, and of course, I can't una today from Houston, Texas, from studio number 8. And once more, we'll get for finish the show with our brother, all right? Stick around.
Listen. It's not the time we all come together. Forgive yourself, learn from we mistakes. Let we grab and go before now. Backward never, with peace and one word. Let we come and build we country sorrow, sweet with sorrow. Sorrow people, we started safe before. Embrace we self, make we know. We look forward for a better future. been done to you. Forgive your sister, waiting he been done to you. Make we know that some bad for bad and make things they go bad. Make we know that revenge and make things they go round and round. Salo people, do ya we they beg you. You wouldn't cut you hand, do ya usher. We will lost property, do ya we they beg you. This not the time we for turn back to Papa God. This not the time we for turn back to Papa God. Yeah. Oh, Salon people, we the beg you. Salon, sweet Salon. Yeah, come on.
Right, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Sweet Salon by William Salon brother. The little I'm out there for we. Right.
There's another time we for turn away from